What a well-produced major. Stage 1 is finally concluded, and guess what we got? We got our pick'ems smashed. Our favorite teams smashed. Your sister? And teams that should not have moved on. So, good, they got smashed. Stage 1 of the Budapest Major has finally wrapped up, and yeah, we got some things to go over. We got things to hate, and we got things to glaze. My pick'ems? Flawless. Could not have predicted it any better. To recap this beautifully well-produced stage, we're going to be going over the 03s, the eliminated, the 3-0s, the advanced, and then lightly going over, you know, very calmly going over the production of this major so far. So I'm going to need you to mosh all lock in and hop into the video.
I'll say you got me fucked up. Chinese. 别他妈惹我，别他妈惹我。
So yeah, China had to bite the pillow and let 3 teams enter them dry. What a sad day for Chinese CS. We still have Tyloo in stage 2, but anyways, look, Rare Adam. There was a reason why in the haters guide, my only thoughts were, damn, they have a pretty nice jersey and logo. This was the obvious 3-0 pick a lot of people had. Not me, because I decided to take a gamble and, wow, I'm a stupid mouth-breathing idiot sandwich with the crust on. They had Imperial up against the ropes, putting up a great CT side. Then Cello ran through mid to B, letting his dick swing, and to put it simply, he fucked you. They went on to just get smoked by Legacy and Gamer Legion. None of those maps were even close. There was nothing to write home about with any of the players in any of these games. 07's in the chat. Now for the second team to be eliminated 03. The second Chinese team to be eliminated 03. Lin Vision. I would have said Win Vision like I did in the last video, but, you know. Lin bomb out 03 after making it to stage 3 in Austin. We were barely able to receive imma interviews. And when we did get them, the damn mic was muted.
Yeah, well, we always enjoy these. We've got an interview with Amelia down on the sideline.
At least on Twitch, I see the angle, STARLADDER. But we're going to talk about the shitfest that is the production of this major after we get through the teams. That interview was tragically sad. It was so hard to watch. It was somehow harder to watch than LeBron's recent locker room interview. Wait, no, that wasn't hard to watch. I was just hard watching it. With that being said though, Lin Vision is out of the major, out 2 stages earlier than the previous major. There wasn't a single close game. The only good performance we got out of these guys was Zacher against the Huns, but that was it. There's gonna have to be some talk after this, but they'll be alright.
That's just like, fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
And by the way, y'all smashed the sub goals 6K, and now we're edging 7, and we're creeping up on 10. If you want to help a little white boy out, hit subscribe and like this video if you're fucking with me. Now get back to watching the video. As for the teams that were eliminated, let's start with the Counter-Strike furries, the Red Candids. The team I had almost considered going 03, and damn, I wasn't far off. They somehow nearly wiped out FaZe from stage 1. They were half a fucking second away from putting them down like they were a fellow mutt. But y'all had different plans and decided, hey, wait a minute, us eliminating FaZe from the major? That doesn't sound right. So you go ahead and blow 5 match points like 5 match points bought you dinner. 3 of which were in OT, by the way. Then again, they probably would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for Frozen Laden pulling up the Cedar Creek. That man was a demon. We did, however, get to actually see you guys do some work, pushing Fnatic to a close game, and you even stomped Gamer Legion, a team that was a surefire stage 2 pick, maybe even stage 3. You know what? This litter has earned my respect, even with the furry vibe. The Huns fall out stage 1, 1-3, not far off my prediction of going 03, but it was far off how I had imagined it'd go. I thought, you know, maybe a map or 2 was close, but y'all are just gonna get decimated. Like, it's not even gonna be close. Yeah, it turns out every single map was close and could have gone your way. But some of you decided to take a trip to London in the middle of the round in a 5v4. 5v4, by the way. Why are we so sure there's only 1 con? Then it's like, alright, there's 2. We are seeing that there's 2 people here right now. Surely we pull out our gun now, right? Nope, you proceed to drop off the ledge to make a sound cue with your knife out, immediately signing yourself up for a threesome because they both turned around and fucked you. Though to be honest, it was a team diff through and through the whole run. The only great performances that hit our eyes were against a tragically limping Lin Vision. It was cooked from the get-go. Mazzinio and his brother Bart 4K will not be seeing each other on the server. Damn, bro. Gamer Legion fall out of the major? Man, what the hell is this shit? I had y'all going 3-0 for an MF's Diamond Coin. And you sold more than see ya later P250s post 2210. Yes, we're referring to the market crash as if it was 9/11, alright? PR came with an absolute masterclass, but it wasn't enough. ZTR and Rez had some great maps. Towson was a little rocky. Hypex had some decent impact, but he could not pull through with an op crutch when Gamer Legion needed it most. Poor guy too, man. Bro had Slend pocket watching him, preying on his downfall, itching to make this fucking tweet. Then you got poor Ash, who clearly just blamed himself. He was saying it was his fault for not rallying the troops in the crucial moments. It was all his fault. He's to blame. Look at him here. He's clearly pissed. That shit was tragic to listen to. They were one of my favorite teams in the major. Now I gotta cry or piss myself or some shit, man. I don't know. I'm just as stunned as you are. So, Fluxo, did FlyQuest have AIDS or something? Because as soon as you touched them, you became fucking dead. You made it to the 2-0 bracket after defeating Gamer Legion and Fnatic? Like, okay. Like, surely that proves you should be 3-0. You go up against FlyQuest? 4 rounds. 4 fucking rounds against them. Then you go up against Legacy, where you get 10 rounds across 2 maps. You go up against FaZe, which, okay, sure, 1 map was close. You had a 10-4 lead, and then FaZe came back with 9 rounds and won it. So who gives a shit? No, that was not close. But hey, it was better than the last major. So count your lucky stars. Count your... count something, bro. Like, I don't know. Energy? Oh, fucking 7, dude. We got to see 2 NA teams battle it out for the 3-0 slot, meaning we were guaranteed representation in Stage 2. Shit, I couldn't have asked for any more. You guys also beat NIP, and then you beat fucking FaZe? Now, was that because Brokey was broke in? Yeah, but that composition of FaZe Clan should not be losing to NRG with a coach standing. Daps was in for Nitro. And look what you guys did. I know y'all went on to lose to Fnatic and Imperial to get knocked out, but anything better than 0-3? Success. Success. And that's coming from me. I was low-key, I was praying on your downfall. Alright, I need my diamond, but that's gone. So, 0-7, good luck, rest in peace. Shout out Daps, Canadian GOAT. Legacy. What are y'all doing, man? Last major I had you going 0-3 because you weren't even supposed to be there, and I figured out you would not be prepared. Surely you go 0-3. No, you decided to fuck my ass and go 3-0. And then in between that major and this major, you go on to basically become a top 10 team. You win a trophy. I'm like, all right, like you guys have been prepared for this. You've won a trophy. You're basically top 10. Surely you're fucking going 3-0. Like, there's nowhere else you should be going. Nope, you don't go 3-0. Hell, you don't go 3-1. Hell, you don't go 3-2. You got eliminated. You lost map 1 against Bait, and you just could not recover. All right, cool. We just don't want to win. You go up against Paravision, and you know what? That was close. That was a good try. You should have won it. Lux, I know you're the IGL, but I mean, like, dude, you can't be doing this. You cannot be doing this. We looking for ops. Young niggas letting off shots. They don't give a fuck about the cops. We clutching the mobs. Now for the undefeated. Let's start off with M80, NA's strongest warrior. Holy shit, if there was ever an upset 3-0 pick I could accept, it'd be y'all. I've been glazing Lake since glaze was invented as a way of gluing cheeks together. There's not a single person on earth that believes in and glazes Lake more than I do. Now, were there sussy imposters helping y'all get the win against Bait? Abso-fucking-lutely. But then again, if y'all lost, it was gonna be your own fault. You went into the second half leading 10-2 and end the game 13-11. Okay, alright, that was close. Yeah, that T side was absolutely fugly, but you guys showed what NA can do given the opportunity. Lake and Hex were trading blows on a Jame and Paravision so hard, you wouldn't think there were any tariffs between the US and Canada. Then you were put up against NA's only other hope, and y'all absolutely rolled them up in a pack. It was not close at all. This is the M80 we expect to see at their full potential. Keep in mind, this NRG did also beat FaZe and NIP. So, M80 is the best team out of Stage 1, is what I'm taking away from this. Yeah, I'd say that's true. How about you? Would you say that's true? Yeah, I'd say that's true. Damn right it's true. Well, well, well. Lay me on my side and spoon me dry. Y'all went 3-0? Proof you can have your Vegemite and eat it too. I'm so sorry, JKS. Why did I ever doubt you? Why did I ever doubt a team with you on it? To be fair, I really just doubted the rifling in general, and if Regali could shine with the off. So, the entire fucking thing. And then both were taken care of. Hey, Zeus Christ. You guys took care of the top seed Legacy. Everybody's 3-0 pick, gone. Right out of the gate. It was at this game that I knew my picks were cooked. We're down 10-5. JK Sexy pops a 1v2 and kickstarted an 8-round win streak, bringing the comeback to reality. That's what sexy appeal looks like. Then they went up against another Brazilian team where Vexay had another masterclass and Regali brought his top form to beat this Clash Royale odd team, completely stomping them, just decimating them, owning them. And in the game fighting for the 3-0 spot, they ended it on FLUXO, only letting them get 4 rounds. Yo, just say you're racist against Brazilians. I mean, of course the social media guy had to put all 3 of the teams on a leash. Hell, he may as well just put the Brazilian flag on the damn dog. And then Fallen stepped in. He's not wrong, but how funny would it be if they met in a BO1 in Stage 3 and FlyQuest won? But surely that's not gonna happen. That's impossible. Right? NIP made it through, as I had predicted. I say that as if predicting NIP to advance didn't just require a beating heart and a hand that can drag the icon over. But look, they were splitting cheeks raw besides that one game against NRG with a coach standing. Dead team buff, what can you do? I said NIP was gonna need Kaspersky to save them, and he heard me? Jesus Christ, bro was moving like Prime Dexter. Besides that, everyone was on point. The calling was great. Hell, Snappy even got a 1v3 off in 2025? Wait a minute. The main doubt with this NIP roster seems to have been fixed because Wrinkle looks like he is back to the form he had last year that had people calling him the next Simple. Alright, well, he's not looking that crazy, but he's looking good, alright. This NIP might actually make it to Stage 3, I'm not gonna lie. They look like the team Gamer Legion was supposed to look like. It's hard out here, man. Fate made it through. Everyone knew that was gonna happen, but Jesus Christ was it close. 3 BO1s went to 13-11. Just 1 round made the difference. Like against M80. Maybe if you didn't let him get a 10-2 half, you would have won it. No, you definitely would have. Kenzer was the only functioning human body on this T side, but bumps in the road were expected because Alex666 picked the IGL duties off of NPL, and bro dropped a masterclass. Kenzer and NPL were moving like LeBron and Dwayne out there. Headtrick was great with the op. They pulled through to Stage 2 with an impressive 2-0 win against the top team of the stage. Fate believers will be eating exceptionally well. Wait, did he did do the 6-7? 6-7? Man, shut your bitch ass up! Fnatic advanced 3-1. I never had them advancing, but that was more so me just being a hater trying to speak it into existence. They beat the Candidates with a Crim's ace in 2025. Guess we're just turning back the clock this major. They lost to arguably the worst team they had to face. Then they just rolled Imperial. And then they go up against NRG, who in map 1 would stomp them 13-3. And then Blame F and Jacksamo killed them. Damn. Jambo did amazing with the clutches and just impact. Blame F brought masterclasses. They won the clutches they needed to. I hate to say it, but they're dangerous. Cypher defenders are rolling in their graves right now, but Fnatic addicts are loving it. You know, my expectations were low, but this low? I'm recording this just 10 seconds after FaZe came back to beat FLUXO to advance to Stage 2. This entire Stage 1 has been so dramatic, just unnecessarily cinematic at random points where it just shouldn't have been. It should have been just a clean sweep. You guys were down 10-4 and answered that with 9 rounds in a row to win this series. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. How did we get here? First of all, that BO3 against FLUXO was the first time Brokey has played a CT side this month, because he's been nothing but a terrorist for the last month. At least he can cut fruit. I thought this was supposed to be a tier 1 team. You guys lost to NRG with their coach as a damn stand-in. You lost to NIP, which is probably the most respectable L you could have taken in Stage 1. So, alright. But the sad truth is, y'all should have been knocked out by the furries. The only reason FaZe even got a chance was because Frozen made a binding vow to never play for this godforsaken team again, if he could lock in and carry this team to Stage 2. As soon as they won Nuke, Twist immediately went to Frozen to thank him, as a good boy should thank his father. You know, I might not even call him FaZe anymore. I may as well just call him Frozen, because as far as I'm concerned, he owns the team now. Watching FaZe for the last year and a half has been like watching your childhood celebrity crush develop a drug addiction, snatch a few DUIs, get a dozen botched plastic surgeries as they grow old, to now looking like some contorted creature you don't even recognize. I'll let your imagination decide who that was. Long story short, it's been a tragedy, but FaZe end up fleecing a Stage 2 advancement off the backs of Twist and Frozen. Nothing less. I may be a FaZe doubter, but they bring the cinema to every major they go to. Maybe it's time I start to get behind them. Imperial, you exceeded my expectations. They advanced 3-2. I wasn't expecting that. Which, by the way, you can absolutely thank Try No Way, because holy shit did they have to carry this bot-ass team. But hey, at least you got rid of the Clash Royale gambling logo, because that shit was so fucking ass. I mean, you guys beat Rare Atom, the Huns, and NRG to advance to stage 2. My expectations with this team hang as low as my balls do. Their ass is getting 0-3'd in stage 2. Paravision advanced 3-2, and holy shit, we got Jane back. The shots, the clips he's been hitting already. Cinema, it's time. Lock in Jesus Christ to make it to stage 3. Perchance. This is Copium, by the way. Hell no, he ain't making it to stage 3. Probably. Paravision only lost to M80, a 3-0 team, and Bait, a 3-1 team. Both of whom are probably like in the top 4 teams of stage 1. They knocked out Gamer Legion. They knocked out Legacy. Okay. Para, I think I see the vision. I mean, I gotta use it with you guys now because Lin Vision is gone. Fine. Listen, we get it. All right, listen, you're new to this again. All right, it's fine, whatever. Thank you for hosting the major. Now, with that being said, man, this shit is ass. What? Who the hell greenlit this shit? Wait, greenlit it? Oh, I know where the green light came from. It was Kick. The only place I could go to actually hear what was going on, because if I went to Twitch, nothing. No audio. Though for some, you know, that might have been a blessing. You made me miss out on my email interview. Really? Oh, really? Oh, never mind. I read the script. They're just trying to replicate the success of Dispatch. If you watch it on Twitch, you get the deaf and blind playthrough. If you watch it on Kick, the stream is perfect, and Sydney Sweeney reaches through the monitor to give you a blackjack and a Bud Light. And we haven't even talked about the rounds in game, because what is this? Is this an anti-LSD campaign funded by the government? What? And then you had some games being played in the fucking Batcave. Man, this shit was cooked. Not only were my pick'ems cooked, the audio was cooked, the visuals were cooked, the HUD was cooked, but we got to witness some great Counter-Strike. I mean, we got to witness Counter-Strike. Thank you so much for watching, and hey, remember, we are very close to 7K, and hell, we're even creeping up on 10, so, if you could help, little white boy pop his collar. You should do that by clicking sub and like, you know. Join the Discord down below, you know, chat with me, chat with people who also fuck with me, that sort of shit. And remember, take care of yourself. You are loved and worth somebody's time and effort. Peace out, baby girl. See you in the stage 2 pick'ems tonight, later on.